Hey, I'm the Urban Seer. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. And welcome to today's pick a card reading, which is titled Behind the Mask. So we're going to be looking at hidden truths about the person that is on your mind or that you're in a connection with. What are they showing you? How are they wanting to be perceived? What are they hiding from you? And what is their true motivation and feelings for you regarding this connection? I'm doing a rapid reading again, which is a quick 3-card spread, which I found very useful at getting straight to the point, offering clarity. And in these busy times, it helps us to kind of get in and get out with the information that we need in a very direct way. I have 3 decks laid out before me. And I've chosen the High Priestess as the card to represent this reading. The High Priestess is all about mystery and hidden truths and trusting your intuition. So I felt this was really appropriate. So group number 1, this is the Muse Tarot deck, and this is the High Priestess from there. Group number 2, this is the Nicoletta Ciccoli deck, High Priestess from this one. Like a beautiful Ice Queen. And group number 3 is the Guardian of the Night Tarot deck. Beautiful card full of magic, lots of animal imageries with this deck. Take a moment, tap into your intuition, think of your person, and listen to your intuition to be drawn to which deck that you were pulled to, that you were called to, and that is the reading for you. And you'll find the link to your reading in the description box below. But let's dive in and uncover the truth about your person. Love and light. Hey group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Muse Tarot deck. I've shuffled and pulled your cards. So let's dive into your rapid reading. The first placement, so this is what they show you. So how do they want you to see them in this relationship? What are they projecting to you in this romance? Let's see. We have the 4 of emotions. This is interesting. So this is how they want to be perceived. And this person is, can you see how they're kind of sulking? That's always what I see in this card. Someone is closed off in their body language and they are focusing on what hasn't worked out in this connection. And it feels almost like a bit of emotional manipulation that could be going on here, that they are expressing hurt, pain, and disappointment, but in a way that kind of feels to me slightly insincere, that they want you to feel on the back foot, okay, like as if you've done something wrong, if you've made a mistake. Maybe you have made a mistake, but they are not going to let you forget about it. It probably wasn't as bad as what they're making it out to be, okay, that they're kind of holding on to this as because it keeps you on the back foot and it keeps them in power. They kind of could remind you of mistakes that you made in the past, things that didn't work, that what's kind of the negative almost about the relationship and why it couldn't work. Now, this isn't to say that they do have feelings for you, and I feel like they do want to be in a connection with you, but they're kind of stuck in some ways in this strange dynamic of they can't quite level with you, and they are getting something out of having you on the back foot and making you feel bad. Now, really, what's actually happening is that there's this 4th cup. There is this other perspective, a way forward for this connection, a different way of being. This flies in the face of this sense of lack that they are stuck in. So the other cards may tell us more about this, or, you know, tell what resonates with this, of what is this person getting out of. I think it kind of gives them a sense of power. It gives them a sense of control to make you feel like that these things that have gone wrong in the past are, you know, overwhelmingly difficult and made them feel terrible, and how are they going to get past this? When really what they're getting out of it is, like I say, is the hold over this that this has on you, rather than the fact that they are deeply hurt or deeply sad. It feels disingenuous. And really this fourth cup is them, is a different perspective. It's been able to move forward, it's been able to move on, it's been able to come back together as well. So maybe this is someone who is scared of being vulnerable ultimately, because this is really what's behind it. Often the case when someone is doing this is that they just in order to have a hold on someone, and for it to be some kind of competition on an emotional level, it's because really that they're afraid of being vulnerable. So they're grasping and latching on to whatever they can. Maybe this is something that they've learned from other relationships, from childhood even, that it's about being they've been emotionally manipulated, and they're kind of carrying on this energy and this dynamic. Let's see what's coming next. So this is what they hide from you. So this is emotions, fears, or truth that they are keeping to themselves. So what's really going on behind the veil? Queen of Voices. You see, they're much more empowered than what they are letting on. Okay, they're in a queen energy. Is someone who can be quite ruthless, has like a tough energy. The Queen of Voices is someone who is quite sharp as well. So sharp, intelligent, knows exactly what's going on. So they are much more switched on than what they are letting on. They kind of know what they're doing. They're doing it intentionally. And they actually do have a lot more clarity about this connection and see things clearly. See things much more clearly than what they make out. But by muddying the waters, or being kind of emotional, or being moody, or being up and down, and not being transparent, this, like I say, seems to give them some kind of power, a sense of control ultimately. Queen of Voices can be quite a controlling character. They very much like to have things in order and have that sense of order and control, so that would play into it. So what I would say initially, as we, you know, we'll look to the future, but this tells me to not buy into so much about this kind of sob story, or this confused message that they're trying to give to you, that they are hurt or wounded. There's actually a much tougher character behind this, and they know exactly what they're doing. So take that information and let that inform your decisions, group number one, of how you interact with this person, calling them out on it if possible, or I would say probably just not buying into this and not responding to it. If you kind of stop reacting, if they stop getting the reaction that they want from you out of this, then really in a way it will dry up. Okay, and they'll probably have to come forward more with this Queen of Voices energy, which is the real them. Let's have a look at the final position. So this is what drives their love for you and this connection. So what is motivating their actions and feelings? What's their real drive and for this connection? What do they want out of this? What do they... Let's have a look. The Star. So they do want this. This is their vulnerable side, which we haven't seen yet. So there is luckily there is a softer side to them. The Star card is their vulnerable side. The Star card is a card of hope. Can you see how closely that they hold this precious star, which is your connection? It's almost like it means too much to them. And like I say, they're someone who we've seen doesn't like to be vulnerable. they're going to have to get over this, okay? And they're going to, if they want this connection to work, if they want this to have a future and to last the distance, they are holding the vision. They are kind of looking to the future. They are, but I see a lot of hoping and wishing. This is how their vulnerable sides operate, okay? It's like they're not really able to translate it as yet into how they express this to you, or in their actions, in their practical ways. It's almost like that I feel almost they may reveal this side to you at times about what it is that they want and what they desire, but they do want and desire this connection, but it's in a very hoping and wishing kind of a way. And to kind of make this happen, they need to let this dynamic go. They need to release this. They need to release a sense of control, be more vulnerable, and be more this star energy. Bit more open, bit more warm, bit more vulnerable. But yeah, they're maybe going about it the wrong way, but we do see that their motivation and drive for this connection and desire is this would be a wish come true for them if this connection was to work out and to last the distance. So that's an interesting note to end on there, group number 1. I hope the reading resonated with you. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments in the section down below about how this reading resonated with you, and please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. But wishing you all the best with your person. Love and light. Hey group number 2, and welcome to your rapid reading. I have shuffled and pulled your cards, so let's get into it. Placement number 1. This is what your person shows you. Okay, so how do they want to be seen by you in this connection? What are they projecting in this connection and romance? We have the beautiful 2 of Cups here, which is lovely energy. It's actually the card of soulmates when we see this. I love this deck. It's very mysterious and quirky and whimsical. And what it tells me here, because it's represented really by 2 twins here, doll-like twins, but essentially the message being that you are mirroring each other's feelings, and your person is keen to let you know that you are their person. Okay, that they have a strong bond with you, that you are a soulmate. If it's in the early stages of this connection, they're beginning to see you like this. Okay, they already have those strong emotions and that strong pull. For some of you, I am getting that maybe they are holding back because of the depth of feeling. This can be quite a scary thing to reveal, but they still have this urge and desire that they want you to know this. Okay, they want you to know that you are their person and that they see you as their soulmate. They may not have found, for some of you, they may have found the courage to tell you this and to share this with you and have been very open and receptive about this. For others, you know, it can be a big deal to, they may still be in that place of finding courage. Okay, finding the courage and working up to that right moment, trying to find the right moment to share and express that they see you as their person. So what a great card to kick off with. Second placement is, so what are they hiding from you? So what emotions, fears, or truths are they keeping to themselves? We have a major arcana, and it is the Fool card. They don't want, which is I think what I was sensing in this first one for some of you, is they don't want you to know how scared they are. The Fool is all about taking a risk. It's about taking a leap of faith. And because they are essentially what I'm seeing falling for you, fallen in love, have fallen for you, you know, all those big feelings, and that they are scared. There is some fear here. It is a leap of faith. And when you are getting those big feelings and big emotions, it can feel like just jumping off the edge of a cliff, yeah? And so that's what's going on for them, which they are hiding. It has a real purity, these messages and this energy that I'm coming through. There's almost like an innocence in this, I feel, from this person. So it's almost like, you know, when your first love kind of feelings and how scary that can be. Not quite sure what to do with yourself. It's kind of taking them by surprise. It's putting them out of their comfort zone. They're scared of getting hurt. They don't want it to go wrong. You know, they really want this, but they're kind of desperately trying to hide the fact maybe about how, you know, they're trying to play it cool. Basically, they're trying to play it cool, but really behind the scenes they're kind of freaking out, and this is a big risk for them. They could have been hurt in the past. They maybe have never felt like this before. You know, soulmate, your person, twin flame energy. You know, this can be, it doesn't come along that often, okay? So this could be something really new for them, and yeah, it's got them scared, but I do see them taking the risk, but they just don't want to let on to you how big a deal this is for them, which is sweet, yeah? It's a sweet, innocent energy that I'm picking up on. Let's have a look at the future. Sorry, this isn't the future. The last placement is, so this is what drives their love. So what is motivating their actions and feelings towards you? What's their goal? What's their core desire? Let's have a look. Three of Cups. So they just want to be able to enjoy these good feelings with you. They kind of want to get that to that stage almost, you know, so we go from the 2 to the 3, where it's what's been said, the emotions, the feelings, it's kind of out there, and that they feel comfortable and know that you feel the same as them, and it's all kind of got to that point where you've got over any teething issues wherever you're at in the connection. You know, if you've been together a long time but there's been some challenges or something, they want to get back to that time when it's easy and it's fun and you can enjoy each other's company. You can get out in the world and do those things that you enjoy doing together. That's their goal. Again, very innocent, very pure. They just want to be with you. They just want to hang out with you. They want to be your person. They want to be part of a couple. They want to get out and socialize, and kind of what I'm hearing, they want to get out and show you off in a nice way. You can see how this is like, obviously lots of mermaids here represented here, but lots of mermaids being like kind of a pod and having fun, just playing in the water and enjoying their day. So it's like, you know, just a most simple day with you is, you know, when you're in great company, becomes the best day, doesn't it? When you could just be anywhere, you know, you could just be going for a walk on the beach, just going for a coffee, but it's just the best of times because you're with your person. So that's all that, again, very innocent, very pure. That is their motivation, that is their drive. They just want to be comfortable with you, have a good time, and be with their person. So what a beautiful message all the way through. Just purity, innocence, good feelings. There's no intention or weird emotions here or challenges that I see. It's a very pure message from them. So group number 2, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments down below. It's always great to hear from you, and please do consider subscribing if you haven't already to support the channel and so you'll be notified of any future uploads. But wishing you all the best with you and your person. Love and light. Hey group number 3, and welcome to your rapid reading. You chose the Guardian of the Night Tarot deck, so I've shuffled and pulled your cards, but let's dive in and see what's going on with your person. So the first placement is what they show you. So how do they want to be seen in this relationship by you? What are they projecting into this romance? The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is someone who really goes after what they want. The Knight of Wands is ruled by the element of fire, which brings to mind things like as a go-getter. They may be a fire sign or have this strong in their chart. They're someone who, takes action, takes control, full of energy. With it being a knight as well, I'm kind of seeing almost that they want to be seen as a if you think of the classic, a knight in shining armor. It's almost like that they want to be seen like that to you as well. But as someone who is, direct, confident, goes after what they want. This is all the qualities of the Knight of Wands. There is, it's a very kind of defended energy, so they don't want to be seen as vulnerable, is what I see as well. So they may want to be seen as a tough and strong character. There's nothing really wrong in that, but there is, because it's a knight, there's this immaturity element of this point of view that I'm seeing. It's almost like if a sort of a cliche romantic knight in shining armor kind of energy that I'm getting, that they want to be sweep off your feet. It's from a place of innocence, and there's no ill will here, but it's maybe a bit unrealistic or a bit fantastical, if that's the right word, about how their outlook of it. But this is how they want to be perceived by you. It's very important that they are perceived well. It's perceived that they are seen to be successful, things like that, maybe in their job or in worldly terms. They want to be seen to you as a go-getter. So it's quite endearing, really, and charming, and that they care so much is what I'm feeling about what you think of them. Some ego involved here, but again, not in a malice kind of way, just in an almost an innocent way. And they just desperately want to be seen as strong, go-getter, successful, powerful, all of that stuff. But they don't want to be seen as, like I say, they're being very defended. They don't want to be seen as vulnerable. Moving on to the next placement. So this is, what are they hiding from you? So what, any emotions, fears, or truths that they're keeping to themselves? The Hermit, Major Arcana. So this is that they may have a tendency to isolate themselves, which is quite interesting. This is their more vulnerable side. So this is them, the go-getter, how they want to be seen, go-getter, out in the world, successful. But they have this more introspective, sensitive, hidden side of them that they keep hidden from others just in general. So maybe even family members, certainly friends. There's a side of them that they don't let many people in. This will take time, this will take trust. And they are maybe someone as well who just naturally maybe needs time alone. So if they sometimes maybe feel a bit distant from you, this is how it might manifest, that they are a bit distant from you. It's because there's someone who needs time out and solitude in order to regroup. For some reason, this is something that they don't, a side of themselves, I think, that they don't really like. They don't feel very comfortable about this. They want to be the Knight of Wands through and through. But there is this more sensitive side to them, which actually there's nothing, this is a really beautiful side of them. This makes them more interesting. This makes them more sensitive and complex, okay? That there's more layers to uncover. This is quite two-dimensional, yeah? But there's more complexity, sensitivities, layers to this person. So naturally it would take time, it would take trust. You may have seen this and already know about this in them. For some of you, if you've known this person, been in a connection for some time, but they still like to keep this separate. You know, this is just their, like I say, they're like periods of solitude, and time to reflect and find insights and process and assess. So I suppose it's an introverted side to them. You know, if we think this is extrovert energy, they are both of these things. Neither are untrue, but they are more comfortable with others being, you know, knowing they would like to be thought of as an extrovert, but probably deep down, they're actually probably more naturally an introvert. So know that about them, know that clearly, let that inform your way of thinking of them and decisions. Maybe if you, like I say, if you find that they're maybe a bit distant from you, it's not like their feelings are any less for you or they're up to no good. It's just actually that they're an introvert and need some time to be alone. Final card here. So this is what drives their love for you. So what is motivating their actions and feelings towards you? What's the what do they want out of this relationship? Where do they want it to go? All of that kind of good stuff. Eight of Pentacles, they want this to work. The Eight of Pentacles is, they are very invested in this connection, okay? If you've had, for those of you that have had difficulties, that have had challenges, they want to work this out, they want to work it through. For those of you that the connection is maybe newer, they want this still, they want it to last the distance. They are willing and able and prepared to put the work in, show up, put the energy in. Because, you know, a long-term relationship does require an element of work. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up for someone. It's about being reliable. It's about being this all builds trust, and then we can be vulnerable with each other if that trust is there. Yeah. So they want this. They are this bee, who is working hard for the hive, for this connection, preserving the good stuff. They know that this is special. There's this sort of really magical part of the card here that I'm maybe drawn to, that is pink, which is like represent the sort of magic and love and romance of this connection, intermittent with sort of drops of sparkle and magic here. So they get and understand, okay, that this is a special connection, and they don't want to mess it up. They don't want to let it go. They probably just need to relax a little bit more and be themselves, not worry so much about what you were thinking. That is sweet and endearing, but you know, they could probably drop their guard a bit more, and it would, I'm sure that you would very much be interested and enjoy this kind of hermit energy and the complexity, the more complex side of them. But yeah, they're for sure, group number 3, invested in this, want to work it out, want it to last the distance. The Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in good work, quality work, because it means something to you, because it matters. So they're not messing around with this, okay? They're not like dilly-dallying. They are showing up and turning up with the real deal. So that's great energy to end on there, group number 3. I hope this rapid reading brought you clarity, brought you guidance, answers that you were looking for. Please give it a thumbs up, this video, if you did enjoy it, and if it resonated, leave any comments down below about your circumstances, how this reading resonated, whatever you'd like to share. It's always great to hear from you. But wishing you all the best with this connection. Love and light, group number 3. Take care.